Hello, what's up, guys? So, in today's video, I'm just going to recap on the trades I did this week. So today is Friday, and it's a it's the last day of the week, which means very soon the markets are going to close. So I just want to recap back on the trade and how NFE and CPI, like your NFE, which was last Friday, and CPI, which was yesterday, how they move and how I was able to analyze everything step by step, like from the bigger time frame to the smaller time frame. I'm going to just basically show you guys how I analyze and I look at the chart. So right now I'm on a 1 hour time frame and I'm seeing this market structure, which is right here. It's higher highs, higher lows. Sorry, this higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low. And now what price is doing is that price hasn't broken from this last lower low. What he has done is that he has break out of the structure, which is this trend line here. He has broken out of that structure. And now what is price telling me is going up, which means he will retest before climbing back. So this one is just the major structure. I'm just showing you guys the major structure now. Let me show you guys the minor structure on how I traded last week. I mean this week and last week. So let me come down to the 50-minute time frame because that's where I enter for the trade and that's where I look at price like movement and like that's where I look at my sniper and interest in fact. So let me come for NFP because I started on I first of all traded before even NFP. I did this little scalp here, as you can see. I don't know if you can see this well. Let me just recap this. My chart is really messy, just that I like all this is just a history of, and I just like to keep this because it's just a history. I just like keeping it because it gives me a history on how I traded this foreign market, and it's really cool for me. It's really cool. So basically, yeah, this was on a Tuesday, I guess. Yeah. No, this was on a Wednesday morning. This move went up on Wednesday morning, London session, and what he did is that he broke out of this, like this, the mi- like the m- let me see the minor structural move. This inside is a minor structural move. So what I did is that I drew my normal trend line for the market structure, waited for price to break out of the trend line, then retest back that trend line to enter for a sell. Immediately as price did that, I drew. Immediately as price broke out, let me go to the 15-minute time so that you guys can see this very well. What's wrong with trading view? Oh, so now let me just recap this. This thing is so good. Okay, my chart is really messy. I just want to show you guys how I traded, so you'll be a little bit good. So now here's the move on a morning. Like in the morning, price was doing like I saw this just this loss of momentum, and as sure this is Tokyo move in the right just early morning. So I waited for price to hit this zone, and I drew my channel and waited for to see what price is going to do here because price was really rejecting up here multiple times. So I would drew my channel and waited for price to break. Price did break. So what I did was that I drew my fib from my point A to my point B, which is right here, and waited for price to retrace back this same trend line. You just see because there was a little bit of resistance somewhere there. So I just say I just waited for price to reach back there. Then before I entered for a sell to this next zone, which was here, which just a little scalp, but price did what I wanted. Price really moved the way I want. So this entry was a winning on goal. So and I came out here, made 20 pounds because I trade pounds, made 20 pounds, and price, guess what? Price it broke out of the structure, and I was already out of the trade. Like I was already out, I was already done for the day because normally my plan was to just reach 20 pounds for that day, and I'm out. And then I didn't even want to check in the chat. So later on in the evening, after coming back from school, what did price do? Price continue shooting down right here, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is crazy. What I said, I just said anyhow. I just missed the opportunity though, but opportunity always comes in the market. So I left it, and still price still came and broke out, continue retested and continue shooting down as you can see. And the next day, you see, price continue shooting down. Now price came up, came because this is just like the minor structural retest. Now this is a major structural retest to really shoot back down. So price uh, lost a little bit of momentum right down here. Then I'm sure this was news. News pushed it right up. Retested this resistance zone here. This support zone which became resistance, and then continued down back. I wanted to enter for a sell here, but I said no. I'm going to wait and see what price is going to tell me. So finally, I didn't enter for any trade. I just left price to because my my trading plan was not this. My trading plan was a break of trend line, retest of a trend line, and I enter for either a sell or a buy. So what I did was that I drew my trend line from this point to this point and was waiting for price to break out. As you can see here, price did break out, and I waited for a retest. As usual, drew my fib from my point A to my point B, wait for the retest of any of these key points, and I enter for a trade for a buy. Boom. As you can see, this I did traded it because price was really just the market was not really giving me. There were not really buyers. You understand? Price was just fluctuating around and was just going a little bit up. So I just did that, then hit around my set my TP right here. Normally I was to set my TP to TP2 here, but I said no. I'm seeing some loss of I saw some rejections here, and then through this other support zone, waiting for price to retest, and before I enter for another buy. So immediately as price retested here, I enter for a buy. Boom, price reached somewhere around here. Then I closed the first trade even though it didn't hit my TP. But what I was to do was to let it hit my TP, but I did not do that. So I thought price wanted to like reject all back. So I just closed my trade here and waited to see what price is going to tell me to see if I'm going to enter for it another buy. So as immediate price did this and then came and retest back the zone, I entered for a buy somewhere around here and send my TP right here. So immediately as I said TP, boom, price hit, and then price continue consolidating back up. So that was straight for last week. So now let's go to the trade for this week. This week trade, I didn't really trade that much though, but I was confident enough. What I did was that as usual market structure, I drew my trend line. As you can see, because it was an uptrend, I drew my trend line, waited for price to break out of that trend line, then retested the trend line. There was news. I knew very well that NFP was going to push back this price right to my TP route down here. This TP right down here because this one is the this fib is a major structure fib. So um, what I did was that I drew my trend line, then waited for price broke, waited for price to break and retest my zone, my key. Like I just have two conference, break, retest, then enter for a trade. If I don't see this retest, I'm not entering for any trade, guys. So what I did was that I waited for a retest, boom, uh price hit, waited for a retest, boom, then I enter for a sell, boom. And price came down here, reached somewhere, and I was asking myself, will it really hit my TP just like that? Why NFP is still there? Because it was a Deals day, as you can see, it was a Deals day. So I said no, NFP is the one to bring this move down. So I saw how price started rejecting somewhere around here. Then I just closed my trade somewhere here and waited for NFP the next day. So what did NFP do? NFP was really, really, really tough. So what I did was that I drew another trend line here. I don't know why I even wiped that trend line. I drew another trend line somewhere here and waited for price to like because as I closed my trade that night, the next morning price was in all this consolidating, consolidating, consolidating. The next morning, then price broke out of this trend line that I drew, then retested. This is where I enter for a sell to this next zone. Then boom, I enter for a sell. I left the trade because I knew that NFP, because I knew NFP was supposed to push down my push down the move right to my TP. So I left the trade and I was in school, I was studying as usual and other stuff. So as news hit, poof, I was really, really in profit. I'm sure I did a video of that. You can check out my video of that in the last video I posted. You can check out the video of how really I traded. So I'm just recapping back everything this in training for those that did not understand. Yes, so I'm just recapping everything back. So now as price came here, didn't hit my TP. You know, NFP, you don't have to stay too much on NFP. I closed my trade somewhere here and I was in profit. I was in profit and really I didn't see this other move because after the NFP news, there was another news again at 4:30, I'm sure, for my own time here. So around 4 in the evening, there was another news which pushed all this to this trend line. The first trend I just showed you guys, the major trend line on the 1 hour time frame right here. There is it. Price came right here, then went up. Here's a major structure fee from point A to point B. Price retraced here, then came and hit my TP right down here. So you guys can see after that news broke, I was like, I'm going to enter for a sell, but I didn't enter. So I was done for that week. So this week now, which was last, I was done for last week. So this week now, so last week trade was a winning trade. Won all my uh, daily trades I did, even though I did not uh, did the history here, but I won all the daily trades I did. So now, yeah, last week, meaning I mean this week, Monday, price did all this move right down here. And what did I do? I waited like I was just waiting to see what price is going to tell me, even though I was to draw a trend line here, then wait for the you can see price was somewhere around here that Monday, and I knew that price is going to reach this other resistance zone here before continuing down to the next move. So once I was patient, I didn't enter for any trade on Monday, and actually price climbed up, and I was waiting for price to like reach down, but there was another support zone here, so I could not enter for a trade to sell right down to this next zone. So I waited, and actually price came down, started consolidating. So price was just consolidating, so I did not want to enter for any trade. And now CPI, that this week I didn't even enter for any trade. So because I was waiting for CPI to hit, what did CPI do? CPI came hit here. What I did was that as price was somewhere around here for CPI, I wanted to enter for a buy, but later on I asked myself the source of momentum here. What is price going to do? Is it going to sell or is it going to buy? So that one was just the technical analysis which was in my head. So I wanted to enter for a buy, but no, I said no, price is somewhere. Let me enter instead for a sell and see what price is going to do. Then something told me that no, it said Allow the CPI and don't trade for this week and just wait to see what price is going to do, just to preserve your capital. You understand? Not to lose any money, just preserve your capital. Wait for your break and retest and before you enter for any trade. So I didn't enter for trade for any trade on CPI, I just waited everything. So today now, which is another Friday, as you can see, price is right up here. So now price has breaking from the major structure, guys. You can imagine the next move of this price, like the next move of future, which is right up here. Price is going to climb right up here, guys. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to trade what I see, not I'm not going to predict the market. So this price will continue down to the next move right down here. And that is when I'm going to enter for a buy. But before I enter for a buy, I have to wait, I have to come down to the smaller time frame to see my entry, like to really put my entry point. So I'm still waiting for price to like do what he has to do. Let me just arrange this because it's a break as here. Yeah, break price will retest here, bam, before shooting. So if price reach this zone right down here, my first TP will be right up here. Surely that will be my first TP. So guys, that's how I traded for last week and this week. So if there's any question, I know you guys are going to ask me why is my chart so messy like this? Why are the trend line everywhere? Guys, I just love it like that. This is the history of how I trade, guys. This is just like a journey. Like when I see this, it makes me happy because of the winning trades I do. It makes me not to like think a lot of how what did I do last week or this. It makes if I know you guys are going to ask me that question, but just ask. I'm going to explain it to you later. So if there's any question, if any question that you want to ask me, don't forget to like first of all, subscribe to support me from this trading journey so that we can grow all together. Because there are some people they are asking me to send signals to them, but I told them that if they want me to send signals, they have to join my Telegram group, which the link is in the description. And also I will put my Instagram for those that want to like contact me. My Telegram signals is free for now because I'm alone now for this trading journey and I've practiced this like my second year of trading. Last year I started, so this year 2024 is my second year. So I've noted down everything, all my journeys and all that stuff. So just subscribe, share, and like the video if it interests you. So thanks for watching again, guys. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.